Today we are talking 2020 planners. I'm really excited to share my setup with you. So I have a few planners in front of me, I have more off to the side, and I'm just going to be going through one by one and show you how I'm using them. So I have 3 planners that are actual planners, and if I really had to simplify it even further, I would just simplify down to 2 planners. My basic setup is that I have one work planner, which is this one right here, and I have one personal planner, which is right here. This is my EC hourly, and this I'm using, like I said, for work. So this is just for Virgo and paper related things. So I have a pouch full of stickers that I use up here. It is the hourly layout in the neutral color scheme, and I really am enjoying this planner. I've used Erin Condren for a long time. This is just an overview page that I use to note paydays and holidays and when taxes are due and things like that. I won't be showing you every single page in here, but just because there is some private information. But this is the basic setup. So I started using this actually over Christmas break when I was off work, and I just kind of wanted like a little bit of a setup to kind of track the couple of hours that I did work. And so I really enjoy the hours just highlighting the time that I spend on different tasks. Usually it's like orders and designing or cutting stickers, things like that. So I will just kind of time block off those things just to note how long I'm spending, and just I think it's going to help me plan out my projects a little bit better this year. So I will note like if I have an appointment and I'm not going to be working, or new releases or special events, and then I don't really use it very much on the weekend because I'm usually not working. So I do use stickers, but I definitely don't do a full page of stickers like I used to do when I had a vertical. And I think I have a couple videos of that planner on my channel, but I used the vertical Erin Condren for a long time, and so this is just really refreshing, and it's nice to feel like I'm super organized, but I can still use stickers and highlighters and, you know, just have a little bit of fun with it. So that was like when I went to a planner meetup, so it was a rare time when I actually was working on Saturday. So that was super fun, and it was kind of a crazy week. I'm trying to be a little bit more open-minded about just scratching through things, or just being a little more messy if I need to, if I need the space to kind of figure things out. So this is the start of February, where I'm using the Imagine kit, and both of these kits that I've used so far are from my shop. And so I really love this one because I incorporated some of the clear stickers in there. And then you can see like there are some days and times where I just, you know, don't get to it, don't fill it out, am not checking my planner, and that's okay. I'm just trying to kind of roll with it. So that's the current day. So today I am filming a couple of videos and working on some designs. I just have my main tasks up at the top, and then I'll just like X those off. So that kind of gives you a setup of how I use the weekly. This planner I only use at work. I just keep it on my desk. I don't bring it home with me. I don't go into it on the weekend unless I'm working. So it's really nice to just have like a dedicated 9 to 5 planner. And it's been just really nice to know I have a place for everything, and I really don't have to think about work when I'm not working. This is just a notebook that I just started using for work as well, just because there's not many note pages in the Erin Condren. And so this one I'm using just for work. So you can see it's kind of like a bullet journal. I have an outline of some items that I'm working on. And this is a minimalism art notebook. And what's really cool about this one is it actually has 4 different types of paper: lined, grid, dot grid, and blank paper. So it's been really nice because I can kind of set up pages however I want. So I'm working on setting up an overview page. I probably will get this done in the next couple days, but what I want to do is list out all the days of the month, and then I will go in and go ahead and write down all my new releases, newsletters, YouTube videos, blog posts, absolutely everything that I want to do. And I will go ahead and fill that out for the entire year because I do have kind of a system where I plan out my entire year in the month of December or January, prior to the year or beginning the year. And I plan out every single thing I'm going to do week by week. And that's been super helpful. I've done that for the past 2 years. And so I just need a place where I can see everything. And not everything goes according to plan, but it's just nice to have like a really nice layout for that. And then I want to put my yearly goals on here. So you can see I'm kind of skipping around, and then I'm going to start using the grid pages for my new releases. So this will just be a process page for my next new release where I will list the items, the SKU number for my website, and then as I work on it, I'll check off each box, like after I do the art, the design, and so on. For new releases, I usually have like a lot of different files that I have to keep track of, so that is super helpful. And then in the lined pages, I've just been tracking like ideas for things that I want to make, ideas for YouTube videos, and all that kind of stuff. So this is like a really nice, pretty notebook. It has a band and a pocket, and it has those really pretty ribbons. So I'm really enjoying this so far. And the paper is very thick. And I think it was pretty affordable. I want to say it was around $13 on Amazon, so I will link that below. So that is my work setup. It's pretty simple, just a planner and a notebook. And then I do want to mention one other item that does pertain to work as well, and that is Powersheets. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Powersheets goal planner, but I've been using this for about 1.5 years, and I absolutely love it. So this I use to plan out goals for work as well as personal life. And so currently I have, I think, 6 goals, and one of them pertains to work, 2 of them pertain to finance, so that kind of pertains to work as well, and then 3 are personal. So I just really enjoy this system. I'll show you a couple pages. This is the page where you break down your word of the year, and you can see I chose the word power. I'm kind of calling it flower power because I was considering using the word bloom, and then I ended up not going with that, but I still, I love flowers and I love the scheme of this page, and I feel like growth is really a big part of what this word means to me. So yeah, my word is flower power. So this is the brainstorming page, and you can see I have like a ton of different words that I was considering, and it asks you to look up the definitions. And so I kind of crossed out things that I decided against, and I ended up going with power. And it's a word that before doing the Powersheets I never would have chosen, but then it was just kind of a common theme and something I ended up landing on, and I feel like it's the perfect word for 2020. So that's kind of what it means to me. I love that you don't have to go by the dictionary definition necessarily. You can kind of pick and choose the parts of that word that apply to your life and what you want to work on. Another fun page is a vision board page. So I always make a vision board for every year. And the Powersheets has a page where you can put it. So I actually just make this on Photoshop, and I printed it out and stuck it in here on sticker paper. So since my word is power, there's a little quote that kind of pertains to that. And then this just represents like different goals that I really want to focus on. And it's something that I see every day because I actually printed a copy and stuck it on the front of my Hobonichi cousin, which I use as a journal. So this is just something I see every single day, and I just love that it's really, really simple, and I just wanted to put a copy in here. But it just kind of represents a few goals that I really want to think about all the time. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about the Powersheets right now, but there are a lot of reviews on YouTube, so definitely check those out. I think this is a really great planner, and it's been really helpful for my work life as well as personal life over the past year or so. So I mentioned my journal, so let me just show you my couple of journals. I have a Hobonichi cousin. This I've used as a journal for the last half of 2019, and so I decided to keep using it for 2020. And I just have a few things in the front, like my little heart stickers that I like to use. And then this is a postcard. I think I actually trimmed this one down, but it's a moon-based postcard that I sell in my shop. And so I like to journal about like moon phases and astrology and that kind of stuff. So I keep that in here. This cute little sticker is from Happy Planner. This one I made and it's in my shop as well. And then this is going to be like my little fun sticker collection page, so I'm just gonna keep sticking things down over the year. And then this sticker spread I created as well, and I have this in my shop too. Again, I just put my word in here so I can see that often. And then I have these index pages, and so far what I have is just a few notes of certain pages that I wrote, things that I might want to refer back to. Like I had a book log of the books that I have finished reading. I have a page where I was kind of planning out which planners to use. I have new moon and full moon pages. So yeah, I just kind of, anything I might want to look back on, I just note. And then I do have monthly spreads in here. I have this little kit that I need to put down for the last half of the overview. And then I've started making monthly kits for the cousin, which is really fun. And I started making weekly kits as well, but I have a couple of the monthlies in here. I thought originally maybe I would use this as my main monthly calendar, but I haven't been doing that, so I might change it to just memories or just notes going forward. I'm not sure. I did stick down my little holiday stickers. But yeah, that's my dog's birthday. Look, this is the cutest sticker in the world. It's from Sweet Ava's Paper, and that little dog looks just like my dog. I'm not going to show my journaling pages just because they are really personal. I usually just put photos. I write about all kinds of things that's going on, like just how I feel and things that I'm working on. But I will show you kind of my pre-journaling process. So I have what I usually do is I will get emails from Soulshine Astrology or what's the other one? I think the other one is like Astro Twins or something. A couple of websites that like email you your horoscope or astrology events for the month or the week. So I usually will go to that day and go ahead and just write down whatever is happening and whatever that means. So I go through it and like I've already done this for the week. And then that way, like if I happen to journal on that day, I just jump in and I already have some notes, things that I could write about or think about if I don't have anything else to write about. So that's my journal. And then I did just want to mention this. This is my Hobonichi 5-year journal. I've tried these 5-year journals before, but I feel like this one is so much nicer quality, and I just love the Hobonichi paper, so I feel like that's going to help motivate me to keep it up. So we'll see. But I need to get a cover for this as well. But I really love it. I love that it's so small. This is the A6 size, so it's really nice and portable. If you want to keep it with you, you could. But I'm loving it so far. So those are my journals. I showed you my work planners, and now I will show you my personal planners. So the main planner is this personal ring-bound planner. This binder is from Moterm on Amazon. It's just a 6-ring personal planner. This is just my main setup of my personal life. Basically, I have my goals here, I have my inbox, I have self-care related items. So I have a page where I can note affirmations and gratitude. I just started that one. But yeah, I just like the positivity of that. I have a bunch of like positive, motivating things in my self-care section. And I also have a monthly calendar from Peanuts Planner Co. And what I do in here is I just note any physical health symptoms. I track my cycle, any, if I'm sick, headaches, anything, absolutely anything that I think is like out of the norm, I write it down, and I've been doing that for a while, and it's just super helpful to just be able to look back at your whole month health wise. So I like doing that. And then I have the exact same calendar for my actual planning. So this is kind of just how I've set it up. I have a couple of holiday stickers. So I actually sell these in my shop, but then I sell them in black, and then I made a version for myself that's like a pink and purple ombre. So let me know if you would want to see those in the shop, because I can definitely add those. But yeah, it's just a simple overview. I'm not going to show you the current month because it's crazy and a little bit of personal info in there. But I have that calendar, and then I printed out these Annie Plans inserts. So I guess this is a good time to talk about my weeks. So I started out just with my weeks as my personal planner, and I absolutely love the weeks. I don't foresee myself like ever completely leaving the weeks, just because it's just so nice. Like, I love the paper, I love the portability of it, I love how it looks. It's just really cute. Like, there's a lot to love about the weeks. So I don't know that I would ever give up on it, but and I just love decorating. It's so pretty. But I kind of was frustrated with the notes page system, and how I have the Mega here. I have a lot of notes pages, but I guess for when it comes to things like lists, like books I want to read, or just tracking different things, tracking goals, I feel like having a bound notebook is not as functional as the rings. So I kind of wanted to try this week the week's inserts from Annie Plans. And so I'm trying those out, just having my actual like weekly spread right here in my planner. And I'm just going to try and see if that works out, because it's really nice because I have everything else with me. I have a finance section, and I keep my bill trackers and savings trackers and stuff like that. I keep my, like I said, my healthcare, self-care section. I keep home-related things, travel. So I have like everything that I could possibly need. I even have these really neat inserts from, what is the shop name? Paper and Cats. I have these really neat inserts from Paper and Cats, and they have like a tracker for the month, and then room for weekly and monthly goals and projects. So what I do with this is I fill out all of my monthly tending list items that come from my Powersheets. And I didn't show you the tending list, but it's basically just a worksheet where after you go through your goals, you set up monthly, weekly, and daily action items that are going to help you get to your goals. So rather than carrying around this very large and very heavy planner, I just copy the steps and things I want to track into here. And then at the end of the month, I copy them back into my Powersheets. And it's an extra step, but honestly just makes things really, really simple. Because it's all in one book. So that's why I'm kind of trying to move my weekly spreads over. But I don't know, I may hop back into this one at any time because I just love it so much. I'm looking through my finance section to see if I can show you anything. So I have these inserts from Peanuts Planner Co. And basically what I do is I just note, I have a bookmark in here, so I update this pretty often. And I just note my income here, bills, and I just keep all of the essential items on this page. And then this section is for loans. I don't have any, so what I do instead is I just use that for credit card transactions. Usually this is enough space. I just don't use a credit card very often. And then this section is for non-essential purchases, like fun things that I don't necessarily need. And then this is for savings. And then when I total it up at the end of the month, I don't include credit card, because I actually include that over here as a bill because I pay it off every month. So these are really cool just to see, like, okay, if I'm spending a lot over here, that means I'm going to need to pay it over here next time. And I don't set this up as like a month, like January or February. What I do instead is I just set it up as the pay period. So like the current one I'm on goes from February 7th to March 5th. So I just set it up as that window so that when I get a paycheck, it ends and then I can move on to the next page, basically. I have a little dog tracker for my dog. I have things I need to do for my sister for her wedding. That's my home section. And then this is really fun. I got this insert from EO Edits and I have not filled it out yet, but as you can see, I printed out some pictures from Pinterest that I liked, just inspiration for my house. And then this is a really, really neat insert with just all kinds of fun worksheets so you can plan out each room of your house, things that you need, what your style is. So yeah, I really want to like be a little more intentional with just decor and things that I buy. And so I'm really excited to jump into that. And then I also printed out a really neat insert from, oh my gosh, I think it's Simple and Trendy Co., but I will link it below. It's a travel insert. And so I'm going to fill this out for my next vacation, but I wanted to show you the inserts. It's really neat. It has a bunch of pages just for your research, which is really nice because I find I always need note pages when I'm looking things up. And then you have like your trip overview, you have packing lists, you have attractions and flight information. So it's like really comprehensive. And then I love this. It's actually a travel journal. So that makes me excited to fill it out and then just take this with me as my only planner if I travel and I have tons of pages for it. So, and then I have one more tab at the back here that I might add things, but as you can see, I'm like at the end of my rings. So I just have some sticky notes. This is turned into a personal planner tour setup, but this is just like the main planner for me as far as where I keep anything, you know, bills, any to-do items. I come in here, and this is the kind of the first place where it lands, and this is the one that I would have with me. And because I do have note paper in here, like if I'm out and I need to write something down pertaining to work, like I can just throw it in here and then move it into my work planner later on. So yeah, that's kind of my main planner, at least at the moment. Last year I would say my main planner was the Weeks, and so I am a little sad like not using it, but I'm still hanging on to it. I decorated this week in both planners just because I love it so much. And then yeah, I've got my Powersheets. So yeah, I have a lot going on. I know it looks like I have a ton of planners. So yeah, that's kind of the whole overview of my system. If you want to see more in depth or more details about any planner or about how I plan personal or how I plan finance, how I plan work, anything like that, just feel free to leave a comment below and let me know, because I definitely would be open to doing more detailed videos about any of these. So yeah, just let me know what you'd like to see. I hope you enjoyed this setup, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye!